Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ion and iPhone 693 here with another review, and this one is of something pretty interesting. I haven't done a Lego-based book at all, ever, or review on one at least, and this one is the character encyclopedia for the collectible minifigures. It includes, as you can see on the title there, more than 160 minifigures. It's got some great information about all the individual minifigures, including some extra info. They also include this interesting little minifigure who's exclusive to the book, the Toy Soldier. And I know that a few months ago, maybe 6 months ago, there was a lot of pictures going around of this guy along with the Series 10 lineup, and people didn't know if he was going to be part of Series 10 or what. But he is part of Series 10, but in an unconventional way. You can't get him in a pack, and technically he's not part of Series 10, but he's still a great figure. And let me give you a review of him real quick. Alright, and here he is, up close. I'll give you a look at his back here where he's got this awesome little key. And you've seen this before on the Series 6 robot, the toy robot. Well, this is the Toy Soldier, and I guess those two are buddies, and he's good stuff. He's not the, he doesn't, by the way, come with this base. I kind of had to put one on him. He comes like this, which I was slightly disappointed to see because, you know, the collectible minifigures, their thing is kind of the bases. You'd think they'd kind of hook you up with that, but kind of leave you hanging on the base. This little hat piece here that he's got is not a new mold. It is a reprint of an old Pirates mold, but he's also got this great little leg printing on there in gold on both sides. No back printing, and the way the key works is there's like this little neck piece that goes on. You can probably see it there. Yeah, the shadow of it. Comes with the same rifle as the Revolutionary Soldier from Series 10, and he's got a cute little face. Look at that, the little cheeks and the little face. He's like the Bumblebee girl's boyfriend. But the front printing on the torso is very good. There's none on the back. This book retails for $19, which is kind of a lot just to grab this exclusive minifigure. But if you go on Amazon.com, it's selling for about $10 to $12 with free shipping. So I would definitely look into that because that itself, if you just want this figure, is a good price. And if you end up liking the figure, then you'll definitely find yourself liking the new book. Okay, so let's take a look actually inside the book so I can show you a little bit of what's in it. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but I'll give you a good idea of what you're going to see. This little spot here is where you get the Toy Soldier. He comes disassembled. There's some thicker cardboard space there to hold him. And what you do when you get this package is you pull this little tab here, and it pops open, and the book can remain undamaged. You pull him out, close it up again, boom, good as new. And if you really want to, you can break him up and put him back in there. But onto inside the book, there's some really nice little covering there. Table of contents, always helpful to have in any kind of book. And then this is my favorite section. I figure I'll show this to you right now. Let me just get something down there to hold it. Don't mind the battery. How a minifigure is made. It shows you all of the different designers and the element sculptors, the senior designers, and just, you know, the vice president, and the manager, just everybody from the top of the chain to the bottom of the chain. You can pause and read that if you want. It's a very detailed little page. And it takes you step by step with a couple of visual accompaniments of just how these guys create the minifigures. From the first process, brainstorming, to the next process, the sketcher who sketches, and this is the grandpa. That's his sketch. Then they design him digitally. There's the grandpa designed digitally now. Then they 3D render him. That's his 3D model that goes on all the advertisements and whatnot. And they pretty much hook you up with all the information you'd like to know. If you have the Grandpa minifigure, this makes it twice as good. But next you'll notice the Series 1 page. And that is pretty cool. Now each series and their page in the book, I'll just do this for Series 1, comes with a date that the series was released and a little description of how that series was affected by other sets and how other series of Lego were affected by the series, etc. Every series has their own little fact, and you'll see it. It's great. They have all the little figures as well as little word bubbles of cool things that they'd say. And as I flip through here, you can kind of see each minifigure gets his very own page, as well as little panels where you get fun facts, ways to relate this minifigure to other minifigures in the collection. You get to see their props, little interesting fun facts about the creation of the minifigure, things that almost went wrong, things that did go wrong, and things that went absolutely amazingly right. There's a Series 2 page, and I promised I wouldn't show you all these. There's Series 7. As you can see here, each layer of pages has its own kind of color to it, and that's how you can tell what series is what if you've memorized the colors, and I have. so it's pretty easy for me to get around. There are nice little images created throughout the book that relate all the minifigures together. Like this is a city scene, which is very interesting. Cool to see that. In the city, there's a little description of, you know, what's going on to accompany the page in case you're like, well, why is this here? Here we're well into Series 10. Let me go back a little bit, show you the main page. That looks great. Nice high resolution images. You don't need the internet to access them, right in your own home. That's the only thing I like about this book, is that, you know, right on a shelf, without having to wait for the internet, without having to make sure you're connected or whatever, be near a computer, you can just kind of sit down and just open this book up, hold your minifigures, you know, without a screen flashing light in your face. All 162, 63 get their own page in this book, and here's most people's favorite page, the Mr. Gold / Toy Soldier page, because he's who you get with the book, and he's who everybody's trying to get no matter what. And as we turn to the last page, there's a big picture of all the minifigures in the element all together, just welcoming the toy soldier. And all throughout the book, there's little panels of him being like, where's the party? They're not that fun to read, but I mean, they establish that he's looking for a party, and they make this last picture a lot cooler. There's another index in the back, as well as the publishing page with some other nice images, more of the design page, and then the back, I'll let you read the description. Jump into the wonderful world of LEGO minifigures, get to know the music-loving disco dude, the seafaring pirate captain, the blushing bride, and the amazing collectible minifigures from Series 1 to 10. A whole bunch of minifigures. There you can see the price. The Canadians are getting screwed, and so are you if you buy it at the wrong place. I would definitely suggest Amazon.com. I mean, they're not paying me to say this, they just, well, I mean, they do. They pay me with good service. But this great piece of LEGO literature is the Character Encyclopedia. I would recommend it to anybody who's moderately or heavily into the collectible minifigures, or if you're thinking about getting into collectible minifigures and you haven't really gotten any yet, or you only got like 1 or 2 or 3, definitely pick this book up, because it'll help you map out which ones you're trying to get later on, what you're trying to do. Plus, the imagery in this is great. It's better than anything you could Google or look up online, or honestly, even anything LEGO has on their website. I think DK Publishing did a great job with this book. LEGO did a great job with the minifigure to correspond with the book, and I'm honestly happy to have both of them, especially for $10. $10.55 is what I paid, and that, honestly, completely worth it for me. For some, it might still be too much, but it's 170 pages of good, awesome stuff. I definitely recommend reading it, or, you know, looking at it. I am I own an iPhone 693. Thanks for checking out another review. I got a whole lot coming. Peace out.